So here's a breakdown of some jazz blues ideas in the key of G. First 4 bars in a standard blues, we could be playing G7 maybe for 4 bars, G9. But here in a jazz blues, I'm going to be playing a G13 to start with. Finger 1 3rd fret E string, E6. Finger 2 on the 3rd fret, 4th string, the D string. There's your flat 7. Finger 3 on the G string, 4th fret, playing the major 3rd. You could get away with that, that's fine. But I'm going to add the 13th, an E, because I like the sound of that more jazzy chord. Now, instead of staying on G for the 4 bars, what we're going to do is the quick change. 1 bar of G, 1 bar of C, and 1 back to G. So I'm going to choose a C7 chord to target in the first few beats. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4. G13, A open, B flat, 1st fret A string, finger 2. Now I can walk into my C7 chord in tab from the A string, 3, 2, 3. If you know the 9 chord, you could add a C9. C7, C9, thumb, P, and classical fingering. That's doing all my bass work. And I stick to index, middle, and ring, I, M, and A, or either playing the top 3 strings, or I bring them up to D, G, and B. Now I need to get back to G, so I'm going to keep my walking bass line, and I just walk up chromatically. E open, F, sharp, and I'm back to the G. I can either use just the shell voicing of a G7 there, the root, flat 7, and the 3rd, the 13. Now I've got a little bit of space to work over. So to keep the interest up, a great trick is just to slide the chord up a fret and back. Now I want to imply I'm going to the 4 chord, the C7. So I'll drop the E to a D sharp. Gives me augmented 7th, a G7, sharp 5. And I love the sound of this because these notes can just slide down into a C9. Semitone up. So a common bass line there for C. I'm going to play the root, C9, E, the 3rd, G, and an A would be a 6th in the bass line. Now instead of 2 bars of C7 or C9, a common thing is to use the diminished chord here. And I'm going to substitute C7, so here's an A shape, C7, 3rd fret A string, 5th fret on the D, 3rd fret G, 5th fret B. And all we do is raise the bass note to a C sharp, keep everything else the same, and that gives you a C sharp diminished. And as you probably know, the little trick with the diminished chord is I can slide up 3 frets, depending on how much I want to show off on that. So far I have G13, C, sharp 5. I'll just go up once. So my root note, C sharp diminished, E diminished. It's actually the same 4 notes. And then I'm going to go back to the G, go down chromatically to E7, because here we're going to put in an A minor run to get to D7, the 5 chord, to 2/5 progression, then march down the A string, 3, 2, A open to get back to G13. Upper semitone, sharp 5, C9. Here we go, chromatic. That was E7 to A minor, 7, passing note of C sharp, so that was A, B, C. Could even play down here, A minor 7, B, C sharp, D7, and the voicing there, just root, finger 2, major 3rd, 4th fret on the D string, and the flat 7, C7, and I'm ready for the turnaround. And I'm going to use G13, the Hendrix chord, E7 sharp 9, A13, D7 sharp 9, Hendrix chord if you like, and back to G13. And for my walking bass, I can either approach the chord by a semitone below or above. So that was going below the root note of the chord. I could go above, or just mix them up. G on the top, 15th fret E string, C on the B string, walking up to a D. And that was a C sharp D to finish. 4, 5 on the A string. Here it comes. Have some fun with some of those chord changes.